Today I thought I'd try something a little bit different for hashtag Tim in the Truck. Try a different angle, handheld, more cinema verite style. But I just thought, something different, make it look a little bit different up there on your Facebooks and your YouTubes and your Twitters and wherever else all you crazy kids are watching these videos. So today I want to talk about a good friend of the Saturday Morning with Tim Weisberg show, Vermin Supreme. He actually finished 4th in the New Hampshire primary on the Democratic side on Tuesday. And for those of you who aren't familiar with Vermin Supreme, you can go back and check out some of the interview that we did with him on the Saturday morning show. We talked about his platform of a pony-based economy. That's a free pony for everybody. And also his platform of making sure that people have good oral hygiene, which is why he walks around with a gigantic toothbrush. And he wears that rubber boot on his head, and I don't think I'm exactly sure why he wears the rubber boot on his head. But anyway, he ended up coming in 4th place amongst the Democrats with something like 257 votes, which I'd like to think that part of those 257 came from people who were well informed on Vermin Supreme's policies and platform by listening to him on the Saturday morning show. And also maybe they are interested in his idea of having a cabinet of memes. All the people that you see in memes being actually appointed as part of his cabinet. So you can check out my blog post on that too. We had some suggestions for him in that regard. But it got me thinking about the fact that this presidential race is ripe for a third-party candidate, because you have really somebody on each side that is very polarizing for that particular party. Not every Republican supports Donald Trump, and even if he becomes a nominee, not every Republican will support Donald Trump. The same thing with the Democrats. Bernie Sanders might actually be just a little bit too radical for a lot of the Democratic Party. So there's a good chance here for somebody to kind of step in and to make a late announcement. And it doesn't have to be a third-party candidate, I should clarify. On the Democratic side, if Joe Biden suddenly decides, you know what, I am going to run for president, then maybe he will come in and really shake things up, because right now, based on what's been going on, Bernie Sanders is looking pretty strong. If he comes in, that might actually help Hillary Clinton as well, because it might split away some of that vote. But also on the Republican side, a lot of people have been pushing for Mitt Romney to get into the race. And even Trump has not completely discounted the idea that if he didn't get the nomination, he might jump back into the race as a third-party candidate. So I know that it's only February. There's still a lot of time to go. But I got the feeling that we're going to see some third-party candidates maybe emerge coming sooner rather than later, only because if you take a look at the current climate of the way that these primaries have gone, it really is kind of an up and down. You'll have a big winner, and then everybody else is kind of back and forth, trading off points, and a lot of guys are going to start to drop off, and ladies, I should say. So now is the time. I'm trying to think of who else I would like to see run as a third-party candidate. I don't know. Let's see. I'm over 35, and I am a natural-born citizen, so there's no confusion about what my birth certificate says or any of that. I have some pretty interesting and radical ideas, but I've also got this pretty sweet beard. So, maybe a little Rutherford B. Hayes, U.S. Grant action going on. Actually, there's been a lot of studies that said nobody with a beard will ever win the presidency again, ever since Richard Nixon's 5 o'clock shadow cost him the 1960 televised debates against John F. Kennedy. I don't know if that's true. If anybody could be your bearded president, I'd say it's me. Well, that about does it for this episode of hashtag Tim in the Truck. Let us know what you think. You can comment in the comments below wherever you see the video, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube or what have you. Be sure to comment, let us know what you think, and share the video. Get it spread around so that we can get people checking these out every day. And you can also follow along with me on Facebook and Twitter at Tim Weisberg, or facebook.com/theothertimweisberg. And I'll always post these videos up there as well. And that's a good way to reach me. Also, tim@wbsm.com is another great way. So that does it for today's edition of hashtag Tim in the Truck. I will see you on down the road.